Hi everybody, it's Pam Howland here again. And I'm still getting used to this format. As you probably noticed, I think a lot of us are. This is new to us. And so I'm trying a little experiment today, and I hope that you will bear with me. The program I had planned on playing today, All American Music, is not going to be exactly what I play today. It will be All American, but I am coming to you from a gray, rainy, depressing day in North Carolina. So the pieces that I have chosen reflect more of that mood. And I'm going to take you through several pieces that show that grayness. I think many people have been struggling with these feelings, and this is Joyce. Hey Joyce, I'm so glad you're here. Struggling with these feelings of being separated from people, and also, hey Jean, yay, thank you. Also just feeling a lack of connection or not sure what's next. So I'd like to start out by playing the piece that I wrote called Gray November. Hey Wendell, thanks for being here. It's called Gray November, and it's that feeling. I wrote it when I was on my Fulbright in Poland. It's part of my 3-movement work called 3 Scenes from Poland. Hey Anne. And it's reflective of the feeling of, I don't know what's coming next. This is Gray November. So that was my piece, Gray November. And Kim, thanks for being here. And Luane, Nana, thank you. And Dutch, glad to see you too. So today is my switching it up and going more with moods. So I would like to move from that Gray November place to a piece called, it's the second movement from Paul Schoenfeld's work called 6 Improvisations on Hassidic Melodies. And it's a beautiful piece, melancholy. This is a work on a Hassidic tune that is sung without words. And this is the great living American composer, Paul Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld's second movement from his 6 improvisations on Hassidic melodies. Mayumi, hey Debbie. Marilyn, glad you're here. I have a surprise for you today. And Nancy, thank you for being here. If you came in late, I'm talking about the gray mood I woke up in, the gray North Carolina weather. It's very, very gray and grim. But as I have changed my playlist this morning from what I was going to play, I feel myself moving through different moods. I did promise Scott Joplin, hey Katie, and Chris, all the way from Poznan. I have promised you some Scott Joplin, but I'm not going to do one of the really upbeat tunes. I'm going to play one of his very special, somewhat melancholy pieces, one of the only waltzes he wrote, called Bethena. And so it's a piece in 3/4 time, not the regular ragtime, and it shows Scott Joplin's various moods. So that was Scott Joplin's Bethena Waltz. And I can feel myself lifting out of this mood a little bit. That's a melancholy waltz, but it's beautiful, but it's a little bit hopeful. So I'd like to go, oh, Antonella, hey, and Eddie, Becky, hi. I'm so glad that you guys have joined me. Barbara, it's nice to see you. I'd like to move on with a piece that I think everybody knows. Didn't really realize that I was arriving at the rainbow. So we've still got this gray day here, but somewhere over the rainbow. Such a poignant song, but so uplifting also. Marcella, hey. And Mary, glad you're here. Jim, glad you're here too. So I have two more pieces that I'd like to play you today. And as I'm kind of moving out of this grayness, what comes to mind is the Great American Hymns and Scott's tunes. And I think I've played this before. Many of these things I've played before. I think this is my 4th or 5th live stream, and it's fun to keep mixing it up. But this is a medley I made based on Amazing Grace, and it also consists of the beautiful American song Shenandoah. Shenandoah is about grieving and longing for a woman that this man can't have, and she's across the wide Missouri. So the water theme is here today for me. Also Loch Lomond, a lake in Scotland, and Old Lang Syne, Youngeen, hey. So this is my medley of Amazing Grace Celtic medley. I can feel with that Amazing Grace medley that just being lifted up out of this darkness, and I hope some of you are feeling that as well. It reminds me, one of the things I always tell my students, that if you're in a very bad mood, you're depressed, don't listen to happy music. Don't try to make yourself feel happy. Listen to the deepest, darkest, saddest music, because gradually, by being in that place, you can lift yourself out of it. Joanna, thank you for being here. So, at any rate, I have one more piece for you today, and some of you who were here a few times ago heard me do a very quick improvisation on this beautiful American tune called The River is Wide. The River is Wide. And it's a very sad, again, Scots love song from the 1600s, wailing song about the river is wide, I can't get over, need to give me a boat so that my love and I can go together. But the next verse, there's many verses, but I've set 3 to the piano. The next is about a ship that sails the seas and is loaded deep as deep can be, but not as deep as the love I'm in. I know not how I sink or swim. And then the third verse is all about how love is handsome and kind, but turns cruel, waxes cold. So obviously I'm not singing, but I want to convey some of this in my arrangement. So this is a more complete arrangement today of The River is Wide, 1600s Scots song. And I also wanted to say that I've been feeling and thinking about water and this gulf that separates us, especially from our European friends right now. And it's a big ocean, and I can't imagine my relatives, your relatives, everyone who's an American, having the courage to cross that vast body of water. So this is a personal love song, but I think it's also about reaching out across the ocean to places and people we may not see or go to for a long time. brightened up your mood. I hope I haven't brought you down if you were in a happy mood, but from gray to light happened for me. So thank you for listening to me today and being here. And I'll see you again. Thanks.